Okay, it's time for the third video in the plagiarism series. In this one, we talk about paying attention to assignment guidelines, making sure you're using the right citation style, and putting it all together. The best way to avoid plagiarism is to start your paper on time and to make sure that you've really studied the assignment sheet you were given by your professor. For most writing assignments, we're given some assignment sheet. This should give you all the information you need in order to write the paper. Obviously, first, we have the writing task. What are you getting into here? But this other information that we sometimes skip is really essential to getting full credit for your paper and avoiding having to wait to the last minute to find your sources. Here we see the length requirement for this paper. We see the source requirement. What kinds of sources do we need? And then we find out about the citation style. All of these things are essential. If you don't know one of them, you're not going to be able to write an effective paper. If you look at the assignment sheet early, you'll have time to ask your professor questions. When it comes to finding sources, again, I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but you need to start early. We have great resources in our library. We have access to thousands of articles in various databases. Another service that you might not think about as often is interlibrary loan. If we don't have it in our database here, we can get it, but it could take a little bit of time. Also, the article that you think is going to be great might not be the best fit, so it's really important to get a hold of that as soon as possible. If you need help, the librarians are here to help you find the sources you need. Okay, when it comes to style manual and what the various disciplines are looking for, another great place to look is the CI Writing Guide, which is available here on the CI website. All of these departments have contributed to the guide. They've given specifications for what they expect out of writing in their majors, and in a lot of cases, you can see sample papers. If you need more information, let your professor know that you'd love to see some more information about your program in the writing guide. The Writing Center, of course, is a great place to come for help. We have the style manuals for all of the major citation styles that you'll need to use. If you're using a style that's unfamiliar, you might want to let us know when you're making your appointment that you're doing something quirky, and we'll have time to look it up. These manuals are also available in the library. In addition to the manuals themselves, we have style sheets, and if you're on your own, we really recommend you check out the Online Writing Lab at Purdue. They have a lot of great help, especially when it comes to MLA. Again, with the time thing. Don't wait to start your works cited page. It's absolutely essential that that's a part of your paper from the very beginning. What I really recommend is that as you're writing your paper, you do a page break and you start your works cited page right in there and put information in it from the very beginning. Others do two separate documents, and that's okay too. Just make sure you're starting from the very beginning and you get the information you really need. Some good ways to do this are programs like Zotero and other software you can purchase. That can be really helpful, but we're also here to help you. Now, not everybody uses the citation method while they're working on their paper that I might think is best. This is an example of an A paper that I got from a student, but in draft form. Here's her paper. Notice all the highlighting where she needs to put in her sources? And then notice this numbered list, 1 through 7. This is shorthand for her. I made a note saying, this isn't going to cut it for me for her final grade, but by the end, she brought order out of her chaos and turned in an A paper. Whatever strategies you decide to use, I hope these videos helped you realize that plagiarism is something you can avoid and that we're here to help you. Thanks.